pleasure to welcome one of the alumni of our school, Mr. Gaurav Garg, to answer a few questions on the occasion of CA Day to enlighten us about this remarkable field. But first, I'm honored to give you a quick introduction about him. CA Gaurav Garg is a chartered accountant and a partner in a Delhi-based CA firm, SGPM and Associates. He is an elected member of the Northern India Regional Council of ICAI for the term 2022-25. Sir has served NIRC in his earlier term as well, that is 2019 to 22, as an elected member and chairman NICASA for 2021-22. Sir is currently the chairman to the International Tax Committee of NIRC of ICAI. Sir is also a group member of the International Taxation Committee of ICAI to give comments on OECD consultation papers. Sir also gives guest faculty member to the International Taxation Committee of ICAI for the diploma course on international taxation. Sir is a chairman and co-founder to Foundation of Tax and Accounting Professionals. In addition to above, Sir is a regular speaker on tax issues including transfer pricing and non-resident taxation and has delivered more than 700 sessions till now. Sir has co-authored a book called Multilateral Instrument, an Epitome. Sir educational background includes CA in 2004, BCom Honours from Sri Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce in 2002. Sir has received his schooling from St. Margaret Sr Secondary School in 1999.
Hello everyone, I am CA Gaurav Garg. It's a great feeling, that I'm interacting with all of you, and I must thanks Honorable Principal of the school, Simi Bhatia ji, Honorable Teacher of Economics, Nishta Quatra ji, and the student Ridhiba, who is steering the discussion. I am today interacting with you not only as a chartered accountant, but also as an alumni of St. Margaret School.
Let's start with the questions. Question 1. As today is CA Day, how do you feel?
Ridhiba, I am feeling great, when the entire India is celebrating Chartered Accountants Day, you feel good, and being your Chartered Accountant, it's having a proud moment. So, but also with us, today is the Doctor's Day, so I must congratulate all the doctors and their family members, because we often say when you become a chartered accountant or when you become a doctor, it's not only your hard work, it's the hard work and dedication of the entire family which supports you in becoming a chartered accountant or a doctor.
Question 2. As we all know, being a CA is a very difficult task. How do you manage?
Being CA is a difficult task. I must agree with you, and I think it's true with any profession. So it's not only about the CA profession, whether it's doctorate or even the stars in the Bollywood or the players in the field. All of us needs to follow certain discipline, and if you follow those discipline dedicatedly, you certainly grow as a professional and also as a human being. So in the initial part of your career, following discipline may be a tough thing, but then eventually it's get built up in your habit, and it becomes easy. So you start managing according to your schedule. You start managing your personal life and work life while following the discipline. So maybe if I go back to my early days, so I qualified CA in 2004. So if I talk about 2005 or 6, at that time I really felt pressure of KR, it's very tough. But now I enjoy. So I don't feel, I don't get a feel that it is it's being tough course or a tough profession. I really love being a chartered accountant.
Question 3. What all can a student do with an accounting degree?
First of all, I must clarify, chartered accountant is not a degree. It's a certificate, it's a course, or one can say it's a membership. So once you qualify CA, you become a member of the prestigious Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So it's not a degree. It's not a degree given by any university. So it's a professional qualification. And what you can do with your certificate or being a member of ICI, I think there are enormous opportunities. It all depends upon your area of interest. So from setting up of, let's say, accounting office to, let's say, doing auditing, working on tax matters, working on, let's say, income tax matters, or working on GST matters, representing your clients before the tax authorities, doing data analytics, doing business restructuring, doing agreements, assisting your clients in signing the agreements. So you can do a lot of things. Any business, if you talk about, if you look your nearby, any business, whether small or big, from a retail shop near your home or school to a company like Reliance, everyone is connected with a chartered accountant, and you will find chartered accountant in every stage of business, not only about India, across the world. And members of our institute, or I can say, members of Indian chartered accountants are spread across the world. So once you qualify the exam, it all depends upon how disciplined you are and what is your area of interest. Certainly, the best part of CA courses, when you join CA course as a student, the course is tough. And when you deal with that tough course, which you need to memorize, which is slightly bulky because there are a lot of laws, a lot of accounting standards which one needs to remember, the brain gets tuned of handling tough things. And that's the prime reason of growth.
Question 4. What is your favorite part of being a CA?
So it's a slightly tough question. So I will say initially, when I became a chartered accountant, I was not sure what area to choose. But over the period, I have observed that, I love consulting. When businesses come to me, multinational clients or the domestic companies, and then they take advice from me on tax matters, and then they follow those advices. That's give you the cake, that there is a big company or a small company, they follow your advice. They want to come to you when they are in difficulties. And today my client list includes, the companies having turnover of 16,000 crores. And I was earlier attached with as a consultant to one of the Navratnas. So when you are working on these clients, you really feel good. And also when some startup comes to you that Gaurav, we have got idea, can you support us, can you guide us? And through your idea or guidance, they increase their business, or your idea or support, your idea or opinion support their business, then again you feel good. So these are some of the best parts of our CA profession. And one thing more, see, we have a so articleship with us. So articleship imbibed in CA course. So what is articleship? It is kind of a training. So when someone is doing CA, pursuing CA as a student, for some period, he needs to get attached to a chartered accountant, to a qualified chartered accountant, as an article clerk or as a trainee. And he spends 2 to 3 years of his life with a chartered accountant, learning on job. And at that time, the person is not even a chartered accountant, he is only a student. So whatever, wherever I'm stand today, the credit certainly goes to my principal under whom I did articleship. And this is a tradition or a culture. Now there are articles in our firm whom we are training. So it's not, and if you see this, it is not only about training a person, it's about sort of building a relationship, building a healthy relationship of guru shishya. And also, when you support someone in becoming a chartered accountant through giving the practical training, you are indeed supporting the entire generation of that individual. I think this is one of the best part, which helps you in contributing to the society.
Question 5. What is the most challenging part of being an accountant?
So the most challenging part of being an accountant is the business is very dynamic, and also the laws keep on changing, the standards keep on changing. So being an accountant or being a chartered accountant, not accountant, accountant may be someone who has done the graduation and doing the accounting function. So the right word would be chartered accountant. So being a chartered accountant, you need to be updated. So whichever your field is forensic, or your field is audit, or your field is tax, whatever your field is, you need to be updated about the industry practice, about the laws, about the regulation. For example, now we have cryptocurrencies. People are investing in cryptocurrency. So India wants to bring some regulation. How that regulation would apply to the individuals, to the corporates, to crypto exchange, that all depending upon your area of interest and your area of practice, or your area of job, you need to be updated. And I think this is the tough part, as well as this is the fun part also.
Question 6. What is the growth like in the accounting field?
See, as far as growth is concerned, certainly, one thing we all need to remember, the machines, or the laptops, or the softwares, they are becoming more and more intelligent, correct? There are a lot of formulas are now within them. So earlier, when the accounting profession started, people used to do the computation through hand, the totaling on a piece of paper, and then the calculator came, and now we have computers. A lot of things are done online. Even we have softwares in mobile phones, so whatever your transactions are happening, at the end of the day, they will give you the sum total of the transactions. So now it's not simply about accounting. I think now, if you want to grow in a profession, you need to be more of a business consultant, instead of simply someone who is involved in accounting job. So even the auditors or the tax consultant, something out of the box you need to come up. You need to suggest your client, because a lot of information is already available on Google. So even when we go to doctor, we try to Google, what medicine should I take. Same thing happens with us also. If client is coming, he would do his search, he will do his research, and then come to us. So I think if somebody is focusing on growth, and I think he needs to work on the value add, what value add he can give to the client. And if you can do good for the business, certainly there is a lot of growth. As I said earlier, whether it's small or big, everything is connected with a chartered accountant. So certainly the growth in the profession is there. Just you need to be dynamic as per the changing business environment.
Question 7. Should students go in public accounting or private accounting?
So, Ridhima, what I understand, when you say public accounting or private accounting, you want to say whether one should do his or her own practice, or one should do a job in a corporate. I think it's totally depend upon the interest of an individual, and it may be tough to take a call right now, when you are only at the school level. So as you grow, as you go and start working after qualifying and during the period of your articleship, you realize is what you are enjoying most. So both when you are in practice, doing your own practice, or you are working with some corporate, both thing have their own challenges and own advantages. The key thing which I feel is, if you can market, if you are good in building relationships, then I think your own practice would be a good take. But if you feel, managing relationships or building relationships, meeting out with the people is not your cup of tea, then I think going to job or doing a job may be a better bet.
What does your day-to-day life look like as an accountant?
My day-to-day life, I have a number of hours which are fixed for reading. So maybe uh, 60 minutes on a minimum side to, let's say, 2 to 3 hours. It's fixed for the reading, fixed for the self-growth. So my practice area is tax. So, what are the latest judgments which are coming in tax, any circular notification issued by the government. I try to read them on a regular basis. Then, doing exercise, going to park, doing walking. And then, sitting in the office, working on client files, preparing cases for the tax litigation, working on the opinions, and then in the evening, sitting with the family, enjoying the television, taking the dinner. Also, being I'm elected member of Northern India Regional Council of ICI, I do have social obligations. If any chartered accountant is facing some issue, or any student needs any guidance, or any member needs any support, then being a elected member, we need to work on those issues as well. And also, uh, being an elected member, we organize webinars, seminars. I'm also a speaker, so regularly delivering some programs through my own channel, or at some another platform. Organizing, let's say, tree plantation drive, doing blood donation camps. So a lot of happening life is there. It's not only sitting in the front of laptop and doing work and work and work. So it's a complete package. I'm regular in working. I'm regular in meeting people. I'm quite regular in working. I am fully enjoying my life with the grace of God.
What education preparation would you suggest students to achieve their accounting goals?
So educational preparation is, whatever you're doing. So if you're in class 11th or 12th, I think it's very important to understand the concepts, whether it's accounting concepts, or the concepts of economics, or concepts of business studies or maths. So whatever subject, it's there with you, please understand the concepts. So the focus should be on the concepts, because as I said earlier, business is dynamic, world is dynamic. So unless you are clear, unless you have conceptual clarity, you may not be able to evaluate the changes. So my suggestion to all of you is, when you are in 11, focus on the subjects of 11. When you are in 12, focus on the subject of 12. And as you move on to the graduation and to the CA course, focus on the subjects which are there. So if you are preparing for CA Foundation, kindly see the course, take classes, start preparing, clear your foundation, come to CA Inter. Then there would be exams, there would be course which you need to go through, take classes, prepare for exams, and appear in CA Inter, and then similarly in CA Final. So what you need to do in life, whether it's when you are a student or a professional or anyone, what you need to do is follow the discipline. That's it.
What are the most important skills that an accounting needs?
I think it's, again, I said it's depend upon the area of your working or area of your interest. So for example, if you're practicing in law, your interpretation skills of law should be good. How good you are in fact finding, because unless you are clear on facts, you may not be able to apply the law properly. Similarly, if you are in audit, so that eye for detail is must when you're working on audit files. Similarly, when you are in forensics, joining the dots, understanding various events, interpreting the data analytics becomes very important. So at the end of the day, I feel, irrespective of the field or area in which you're working, again, I will say the one thing which is very important is the conceptual clarity and the disciplined life. Concluding remarks. So I would like to conclude in a say that if you really want to become a chartered accountant, I think world is waiting for you. Growth is waiting for you. Certainly, CA course is tough, but then if anything is easy, so everyone can do it. So do some tough course, and if you need any guidance, I'm there. I would be able to support you or guide you. Just one thing, when you will become a chartered accountant, the world will look toward you. If when you are a chartered accountant, people start respecting you, people start believing on you. So you do not only earn a money, but indeed, you gain a lot of respect in the market. So my best wishes to all of you. And once again, thanks to the entire management of St. Margaret School for inviting me and allowing me to interact with all of you. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you.